It's me, Josie, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. So today I am thinking, it's not so exciting, but I really want to make sure that I get this like toast dish done for my mom for Mother's Day, or else I might just procrastinate on it. So that's what we're gonna do. I do have this one biscuit. We made this earlier in the stream, but this is just kind of like a trinket dish. I mean, like, once it has glaze on it, you can put food on it, but it's really small. Like, I mean, it's really small. So I want to make one a bit bigger. Just like generally this shape though. Because like my mom eats like every single morning she has like raisin cinnamon toast for breakfast with some coffee. So I thought it'd be really cute as like a Mother's Day gift to like give her a toast shaped plate of that she can eat her toast on. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're just going to make this via slab. The way that I like to make slab, like these like slab plates, is just we're gonna roll out a slab, cut it out, and then we're gonna carve into the top side, and then we're going to carve into the bottom side. There are totally different ways that you could kind of like make this. You don't have to like carve into it. You could like roll coils for the sides or whatever, but that's just kind of like what I prefer in making these little trinket dishes. So that's what we're gonna work on today. I think I just kind of want to show off like some progress that I've made with underglazing off the stream, just to kind of show you guys what is coming once these are finished, glazed, and then go through the firing. So just kind of like want to show them off because I'm so excited. There's a lot over here that is not done. So I have this cute little design. I think I did show this, maybe. This is going to be pink and red. So very like modern kind of take to the cowboy boot. This one needs one more coat of white. Just a minute. Might be like, it's kind of hard to see because the underglaze is so like pastel colored. So we've got like brown sole and then like white with some pink kind of like cow print on it. I know it's like really hard to see. But hopefully this turns out really cute. I'm a little bit worried because I probably should have done the white and then done the pink last. But that's not what I did. I didn't like do them, like I didn't do like a full coat down first. I've just done like their little individual sections, but I'm wondering if any of the white is kind of maybe going to overlap. So I don't know, I'm a little bit worried about that. And then, oh my gosh, this is basically finished, except I'm trying to figure out like what I should do with the eye. I've sort of drawn it out, but I think I'm going to like do it with some like colored pencils or something, just to like be sure that I like how it looks. So this is a chocolate Dutch, which is like an actual rabbit breed. And yeah, they have this like really unique color pattern, which is why I wanted to do like full body bunnies too, not just like the face. Yeah. That's really all I have that's like done being underglazed. I do 5 coats for each like color, so it takes a long time. Emmy, shut up. Okay. Let's check out the clay that I have that we're going to roll out. This has been sitting off to the side for a little while, so I don't know. It's a bit stiff. I think we could work this out. I don't think we not quite need this much. I don't know. Like, I think I'm just gonna do one plate. But I don't know. If we have time today, I don't really know what we're gonna do. I mean, shut up. She's over there digging, and it's kind of loud. Like, let me just wait until the stream starts to start digging for no reason. Is that how it always is? Literally this morning, I was in my meeting with my team, and Sumi was like, I don't know why, she just had the rowdies, and she was just running all over the place, being crazy, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because, like, I don't know if she's like, I don't know what the heck she was doing. She was getting into, like, trying to climb into, like, my grocery bags or something, and, like, digging, and I don't know what the heck. I don't know what the heck she was doing, and I was just like, can you stop? Like, can you do that when I'm not in the middle of a meeting? So I can, like, see what you're doing. So, like, I, like, muted myself, and I was like, stop it! Like, what? I don't know what you're doing, but can you, like, stop doing that? Okay. I'm pretty sure these bits of clay that I have sitting here have not been wedged. Most of the time I don't wedge things unless I'm, like, just about to use it. Most times. So then I'm not, like, wedging something that already has been wedged and whatever. Okay. I think maybe a few more times will be good. Yeah, or this one time, I was literally in, like, a one-on-one with my boss. And right next to me, like, I was sitting on the couch by the window. And I have a plant on the window. Which, normally I put stuff there so that she can't get, like, I put just, like, something on the windowsill so she can't climb up and eat the plants, but it, like, moved somehow. And in my one-on-one, she's sitting there eating my plant, and I'm, like, trying to, like, hit her without making it look, like, noticeable. I'm, like, moving my arm. And just, like, literally, like, she, like, waited until I was in a meeting to go and eat my plant, and I'm just like, can you not right now? Like, it's like she knew, because she knows she's not supposed to be eating the plants. My poor plants. I really like plants, but they're, like, I don't know. I just forget about them, and most times they're not doing so well because they haven't been watered in, like, forever. And they don't need to be eaten. Like, they're barely hanging in there. But then, of course, the only ones that she does eat are the ones that are looking good. The poor plants just have, like, no chance here. Okay, let me just, like, kind of like smush this into a pretty even shape. Like just generally. Okay. I should probably stand up to do this. It's a lot better if I stand up. Or it's like a lot easier to smush it. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we're just gonna get our rolling pin. Let me see. How high do we want this thing? I don't know what I've been doing. I've been doing different things though, because the cowboy boots are a different height than like that toast dish and the bunnies. Like it's significantly different. I think we could, can we do 3? Yeah, I think maybe we'll do 3. And I don't know if we have, I mean, this is like just about like the size that I need. If we have like a good amount of room more, maybe I'll cut like a little dish out of here or something. I love having just like little tiny trinket dishes, so I really wouldn't mind doing that. Okay, let me just like pick it up and go over it once more. Just kind of see, okay, and that should be it. And then we're just going to take my rib. Where is that thing? Just okay. And we're going to compress it. Do. Emmy, what are you doing? She made a huge mess with her food. Looks like she was digging in it. When she lays down, she looks like a jelly bean. Emmy, are you a jelly bean? I feel like if my animals could talk, they would have a lot to say. Oh, you know, the eclipse is coming up. Is anybody excited for that? I'm gonna be in the, what's that? What's the word? The, like, something about the totality. Here in Oregon, so yesterday I found like this video on Instagram that has kind of like it has like a rendered view of what the eclipse is going to look like throughout each state, which is really neat. Yeah, basically like the West Coast, like a lot of the West Coast, like definitely including Oregon, it's not gonna be a good view at all. So I'm kind of a little disappointed about that. I think we'll still see like, yeah, we're still gonna like get that kind of like crescent look. Like when it kind of is, when the moon's passing over. we're still gonna get like those crescent shadows on everything, which is like, I think that's like one of the coolest parts, really. When is that? So that's supposed to happen on Monday. Probably be working on Monday, but I don't know. Maybe have to like take a look outside. As you probably know, do not look directly at the sun while this is happening. I mean, you're never supposed to look directly at the sun. And that also includes, like, if you're photographing it or, like, videoing it, you still shouldn't be, like, putting your face into the viewfinder. For anybody that wants to photograph it and doesn't know, that you have to get this, like, special, like, I don't really know what it is, but you can get this, like, kind of, like, thing that you can use, like, on your camera during an eclipse to still take photos with it. I think it's just kind of like, I think it's like a little kind of lens type thing, but where it's going is in between your face and the camera, I think. Just like the eclipse glasses, it's like gonna protect your eyes. So that was really cool. I didn't know that. I mean, it's pretty like if I really thought about it, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But that's not really something that I like knew existed, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think if you just want to like take pictures with like your phone though, like just have the glasses on while you're doing that, I guess. Let me see. I really don't. Actually, I do have a template for the toast. I made it out of paper though, so it's like after I used it, it started curling. I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like when I tried resizing it, like just going like whatever, like a centimeter in or out, it looks kind of wonky, but I don't know. I think we're just going to put it down and hope for the best and just kind of like trace this, but like actually tracing like further out from this so that we can make something bigger than what we see here. So I think just for like the paper's sake, I'm going to take my knitting needle and just kind of like very lightly trace around the paper so I don't have to hold it down the whole time. And then we're going to trace the actual size of it. Anyway, the last eclipse that happened, I remember it like, I was out of college and we went to my sister's house, but the day of the eclipse, we were driving back home and it was happening while we were driving. And we didn't have the glasses. And I was like, it's happening. I was like, I think it was like, I don't know what the like percentage was where we were, but I think it was pretty good. Like a pretty good view of the eclipse. Sorry, I forgot. Let's get our little toasty. But yeah, I kind of missed it, but like I could see like the shadows and stuff that were happening, which was super cool. Just I'll need a second to kind of like think about the sizing. So I'm recording the sizing of all my pieces so I can kind of get a good idea of like how much they're shrinking. It roughly looks like they shrink maybe, I don't know. I think some of the things that I have that have been shrinking about like 1/4 of an inch. It's kind of like an estimate because I have a lot of things that are just like recording from bone dry to bisque, and I'm just kind of like multiplying that by 2 to get like a rough estimate. I'm gonna measure these things, these bisque pieces, once I get them back, and I just kind of want to do that with like a number of things. But that's kind of what I'm guessing. So if I wanted it to be this size, roughly making it 1/4 of an inch in total larger. So like kind of going around it would be 1/8 of an inch, even like more. So like just to be super rough about the idea. But I think we're gonna do a little bit more. Let's do, can we do like 1/2 inch? I feel like that would be, I want it to be like a decent size for the toast. This is gonna be, I feel like this is gonna like look really huge. I don't know. With bowls, like it is like a huge difference if you go like up or down, like you know, like a 1/2 inch or something. If you're going by like the diameter, it's a huge difference. Because I think if it was like this size that we traced for the paper, I feel like that would be like, if that was the final size, I feel like that is a little bit small. And then I also need to make my mom that picture again for the 3rd time. I'm so upset about the picture. Yeah, see how like, I don't know, it doesn't like, it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same shape, even though we just like increase it. Like I feel like the bottom part needs to be extended like further down. It's kind of weird. Let's like go up. Just kind of like do that and then fix like this angle maybe. I've made this like basic same shape for like my template for my cat toys. So I think that's like why I knew it was going to be a little bit weird looking. Okay, so let's just kind of like this is really hard for me to really visualize. There's so many lines going on. Okay, maybe let's do this. Okay. We're going to cut it and see how it looks. Let me get my feathering knife. don't know if we should just go at it. I mean, I guess so. Make sure we curve the bottom here too. I think when I don't know, I feel like when I first cut that one out or something, I didn't curve the bottom. Oh no, wait. That was the toaster pastries that we made. Yeah. Oh wait. I think I'm following different cut lines. Oh my gosh. Okay, well let's just I mean, it's not that bad. I think I want to fix that side, maybe. Let me see. Emmy, stop that. Okay. I feel like this is probably sloping down too much and making it look weird. I don't know. Like, I want them to be like, I want the sides to be like, eh. Did I just ruin that? I want them to be like pretty symmetrical, like pretty good. You know, let's like just kind of like fix it up a little bit. I don't know. I think I can maybe like take my ribbon, like just kind of like go over this and like smooth out these lines because they're really distracting. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. All right. So once this dries a bit, I usually carve the sides at an angle, so it's like the front part is like slightly larger than like the foot. It's too wet to do that right now, but we're going to do that later. We can kind of mark out just kind of like a safe area to carve on the top, and we can like carve out some of this bulk out of it so that it does dry a bit faster. And then let's do the back. I'm going to carve a bit on the back. So because we're going to carve it at an angle, this like outer edge is going to move inwards. So our safety area, we want that to be like pretty generous. Maybe a little bit more here, just to be safe. Because I'm also going to like add a foot in here. Okay. Yeah, let's start carving the foot off of here. We're just gonna like take a bit out. And then I'll kind of like fix it up afterwards, like once it's a little bit more dry. So I don't want to take like too much out of the back. For these like underglazed trinket dishes, I haven't really been planning on glazing the backs. But if you wanted to put glaze on the back, like in this like kind of like little well area, you would want to like carve out a decent amount, because you wouldn't want the glaze to like melt in the kiln and then touch the kiln shelf. Do. Let me see, let me move this around. What else do I have going on? I really need to make some more underglazed test tiles. Those ones are like, I've shown them on the stream a few times, and what I normally do with those is I carve into them like the name of the underglaze. So I can't really like I can't really just like have a bunch of like test towels ready to go. I don't know. I could change my system. But it is pretty convenient right now. Let me think. You could also, for test towels, do like use an underglaze pencil to like write on them like what is on it. So I guess that's an idea. I did buy one of those, but I haven't used it yet. So I don't know, maybe that's an idea, because like because I could do that, and like I could like have like little tiles like ready to go when I actually do need them, and not make them like after I buy stuff. I don't know. Some people for like test tiles will like kind of like have like a code, like not really a code, but like maybe like a number, and then they'll have like like in a notebook or something. Like number 1 is this one. Number 2 is this one. Or like you could do that with either like your like underglazed test towels or like normal glazed test towels. I don't know. I kind of like how convenient it is to just like grab it, turn it over, and then it says right there which one it is. But I don't know. I think it kind of like depends on what you prefer. I was thinking about like maybe making like adding like a video to YouTube of like the different kinds of like shapes and sizes that people make test towels, which would be kind of fun and interesting. And like underglazed test towels are just not something I like ever see. So I don't know. I have seen a few just like on, I don't know, Instagram or whatever. But I think that would be kind of cool because like, I don't know, I kind of had to like do some like brainstorming or whatever to come up with the shape that I have, like what I have going on. I don't know. But like glazed test towels, people have all kinds of different like ideas and stuff. And then varying on like what you want to test. Like how runny it is. But then some, I don't know, for some reason, like some people don't like have test towels that like show like how runny the glaze is. I don't know. I think that's interesting. Cause like I would always want to know that. Like I've seen ones that are just like, just like a circle with a hole in it, and like it's fired outside, you know, so you can't like test to see how runny it would be, because I would have to sit like vertically in the kiln. But it is convenient for people that want to like put it on like some kind of keychain, like, or like what is that, like a key ring kind of thing, or like if you wanted to like put nails in your wall or something, or like a pegboard and just like hang them up. It works for that. I do like the really like typical ones, and this one's broken because I have it over here in my work area and it like got smashed like twice, but this is like obvious, it's supposed to stand up more. And it sits in the kiln right side up, so I can see how far the glaze will drip down, and then a little catcher here in case it does drip pretty far down. This indicates the clay that I have, because when I made this, I thought my clays looked really different, but they don't. So I really don't care which is which. And then on the bottom, I have the name. I happen to write that, like, the code that Georgie's puts on the glaze, but I don't really write those in. And yeah, like, that's kind of like how I do my test towels. And then I have this like, really short, like short in height, like drawer it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of perfect to like set them in on their sides, and I can just kind of like put them all together, and I kind of group them like kind of like by how they look, or like similar glazes. But they can look pretty similar if one is on the top. Or something, but that you like switch it where the other glaze is on the top. Because I have like all my combinations in there too. Or I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes they just look similar. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen the last like kiln unloading video that we did, that's on YouTube. And like I think it was in that one. I had like so many test towels, and all of them like look like kind of the same. And I'm just like, I hate you guys. I don't know, I just hate making test towels. Because it's like, you never know when it's going to look like really crazy and like really different. Just from like that chemical change of like being in the kiln. But a lot of them are like pretty, like you can probably guess like how it's going to look on some of them. I mean, maybe not like exactly, but like you could have like a pretty rough idea of like how it's going to look, at least like kind of color wise. Maybe not if there are like some kind of weird like effects happening. Apparently this clay wasn't wedged very well because it has like a little spiral here. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of cool, I guess. This must be like a random mixture between my two clays. They're so similar in color, but there is a very slight difference. Oh, we have a little air bubble here that I just popped. That's fine. So air bubbles are, I kind of would say that air bubbles are primarily bad when you're throwing on the wheel, because they will mess you up. Because like you have to pop it, but then after you pop it, there's kind of like this little dent happening there, and I don't know, it just kind of can like mess with how you're throwing. But I don't feel like they're so bad when you are hand building. I mean, we did wedge the clay. I wouldn't say that you shouldn't wedge your clay. I feel like you should for different, like a couple different reasons, but I'm not all that bothered if there's like one or two air bubbles in this, because I mean, if we needed to, we could just kind of like fill it with some more clay. But it is good to like wedge your clay well enough so that you don't have bubbles. Because if it was like, say, in the walls of whatever you're making, like a wall or kind of like a leg thing, it's not going to, well, it's obviously not going to have clay in it because it's a bubble. And like structurally, it's going to just be weaker in that area. So if it was like weight bearing, it kind of could be bad. I would say it would probably be really bad if there were a bunch of bubbles in something that was weight bearing. So like, Something that's weight bearing is like, you know, like a mug handle. It's holding like all of the weight of like the entire mug, but then also like that drink that you put inside it. So you really don't want, you really wouldn't want anything wrong with like your handle. And that's kind of like, that's something that I've seen on like some videos about bisque fix, is that you don't want to have to put it on handles, because bisque fix isn't going to be as like strong as just like if there wasn't anything wrong with it. Like bisque fix is going to help, but still just a little repair. It's never going to be as strong as it otherwise would have been. So it's kind of, it's not really recommended to put on handles, because it might end up breaking your piece when you put stuff in it. Like if it was a mug. Let me like dump my little clay dish out. What have we got? Got like 12 minutes. Just about. Carve into this. I don't know if these are air bubbles or if it's just being really weird. Normally you don't carve into the clay when it's this wet. Normally you would wait until it is stiffer, but I don't really want to get a different project out when we're gonna leave in like 12 minutes. So I don't really know why it's being so weird over here. Maybe that is just a big air bubble. I don't know. But it's definitely like, if like you can see like how rough this is. The drier your clay is, it's going to be more and more smooth, like the drier it is. Which is also just kind of like a general reason why you don't carve it at this point. It's fine, I think, for just like carving this bulk of clay out of here, because I'm gonna come back later once it is drier and do like that kind of like detailed touch up. But just grabbing like huge chunks of clay and getting it out of here is not a big deal. It's also going to like help it dry faster than if I just left it as like this thick slab for a few days. But I mean, I don't really care about timing. I mean, this isn't really all that exciting, so I don't know if I'm going to like finish it over the weekend, off stream, or if we would keep working on it Monday. I guess it's just kind of, I don't know. I'll just see what I feel like. I do want to spend the majority of the time over the weekend, like glazing. So, I don't know. I think we'll just see if we are going to continue this on Monday or start a new project. Man, that's a giant hole that's like happening over here. I think it was like a number of bubbles that kind of like were together. So like, I mean, it's like not so great, but I think we're going to carve like deeper down, and I think we're going to get rid of them by doing that. I mean, otherwise we could just kind of like smush some clay into that area. I don't know, maybe I'll just do that now. I don't really feel like it matters all that much. I don't know. There we go. Do, 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 do. Let me just sing for you guys. You I always wanted to be a lead singer. I really did. That's like when I was a kid, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like, that was like, or I guess like, well, okay, maybe not like a kid. When I was a kid, I wanted to be like, I don't know, like a teacher or like an art teacher or something. But then kind of like when I was in like high school, I really, kind of like around like that area, I really wanted to be like a singer in a band. I loved like I really loved like bands and stuff when I was in high school. I really don't, I still go to concerts and stuff, but I don't quite like follow them as much as I did. Like when I was in high school and college, I would buy like Alternative Press magazine and like read through all of them. Like I don't do that anymore. And I definitely went to a lot more concerts when I was like in high school. Luckily my sister, she lives in a big city, so we would go stay with her and then like go to concerts. My mom liked going to concerts too, and she'd like bring me with her. We went to a lot of Train concerts. We saw like Goo Goo Dolls, Matchbox 20. We saw a bunch more. Like those are her favorite bands. But like hearing them on the radio and stuff, like, cause she would always like play that kind of music. I kind of like them too. But yeah, and then I like, actually, that's kind of like how I got into becoming a graphic designer. That's what I went to school for, was because I was like, I don't think I could do like the whole like band thing, because I was like, where do you how do I find other people to like make a band with me? I was like, I don't really know if that is something we could do. So then I was like, what if I was like a graphic designer and like made like album covers and like merch, and I thought that was like super cool. I mean, it still is really cool, like the idea of it, but I don't really realistically like know like how you would do that. Like I don't know if like record labels just have like graphic designers like on hand, or if they just like I don't know. I don't know where bands like find people. But that's kind of like one of the like like low key like secret reasons why I wanted to be a designer. Not a lot of people know that about me. I don't even think my mom knows that. But I don't know, like trying to convince her that I wanted to go to college for like art was like kind of a no-go, but like being a graphic designer, like she could envision what that looked like one of the most common things is working as an in-house graphic designer, and like basically like every big company has designers like in marketing, maybe doing something else, but definitely marketing, making brochures, pamphlets, posters, all kinds of things. And it's like you have a normal job that gives you a salary. You're not just trying to find clients. It could be like that if you want to freelance, but like, I don't know. And like, to me also, it just sounded like very stable too. Whereas like, if you're a painter, like, you have to find people to buy your paintings. Like, you can't just graduate and then be like, yes, I have my clientele lined up and they're ready to buy. Like, I don't really know how other people, like, I don't really know what that looks like for other people. All I can kind of guess, I do know for like ceramic people, like, you could you could work at a studio as like a studio assistant. You could teach and do that, but that's kind of like, normally I think that's part-time work. And I kind of think that's what like other people will do. Like, if you were a painter, I think you would have like a part-time or like full-time job that you do while you're trying to, like, I don't know, get into galleries, get people to buy your work. I'm not entirely sure. Or I literally don't know. I literally don't know what people do. If anybody has a story, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear like what that looked like for you. I think, I don't know, I kind of feel like they just work like part-time until they can like do their art full-time, but I really have no idea. I mean, it's probably like a different journey for a lot of people, and you know, maybe it's not so straightforward as that, but I don't know. I'm really interested to hear like if anybody wants to share like what they've, like, how they've gotten to where they are. I think anybody that is like consistently watching the channel knows that I work as a graphic designer full time, and I'm trying to build my business up to like full-time work just in my free time. So that's what I'm trying to do, but I don't really know what other people do. It sounds a little sketch to like jump into part-time work and then just like try to make it full-time with your art. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay. Well, we are at time. So let me get some plastic to wrap this up in. And then I'm just gonna cancel the stream for tomorrow. Because I have the day off. And I think I'm just going to try to focus on glazing. Like the millions of like the bisque pieces that I have that are ready to be fired, basically. So I think I'm gonna just like focus on that and cancel the stream. I'll have to put like a little announcement thing up, and then again, Tuesday's stream will be canceled also. Because I have Tuesday off also. Yup. Just like focusing on glazing. I'm gonna hope that I can bring a batch to the studio on Wednesday, but we'll see. It takes a long time for me to do like all the glazing and stuff, so I don't know. We'll see. Well, for anybody watching on Twitch, thank you so much for joining and watching the video. Really appreciate it. Be sure to follow along so you know when I am back online for videos. All the videos are uploaded to YouTube if you prefer to catch them there. That is at Callie and Co. Same name as here. And then there's a playlist on my channel with all the live stream videos in it. So you could just kind of like set it running and then work on something like chores or art or something on the side. Normally there are more exciting chats, but I don't sometimes I just go off about like some topic, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. Like, I haven't really had a good topic in mind quite, I don't know, recently. All right, and then be sure to subscribe to the YouTube. Give the video a thumbs up if you're watching there. And yeah, well, I will catch you guys on Monday. Yep, that's it. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.